Hi, welcome to Computing Fundamentals tutorial. So in this video we are going to look into the permissions on how to set the permissions on the folder and how to remove the permissions on the folder, right? So when we talk about the permissions, we're talking about the access that you give to the different users. Let's say I have this operating system, and then maybe I have like 2 users created on this operating system, right? So do you know where to create the user? So if you go to computer management, then you go to local users and groups. So you'll find the users that you create here. So these are default users, but this is the default this is the user I've created, right? So if I have multiple users, let's say there's this user I've created, and then I've created another user also, right? Maybe there's another user that I've created, and then maybe that user is not an administrator, and I don't want that user maybe to delete some of the files. I don't want that user to be able maybe to view some of the folders. So I can set the permissions to control that, right? So I can set the permissions to control that because I am administrator. I have full access to do all those things. So if I go to my desktop and I create a new folder, right? I right click and then I select new as a new folder, and I just call this permissions, right? I just call these permissions. So if I call these permissions and I don't want that user to have access to this folder. For example, you see now I click, I open, it's opening nicely, it's not complaining about anything. Because now if I right click on the folder, if I select the folder, you left click, you select the folder, and then you right click on it, then you go to properties, then you go to security, you click on this. This is the user I've logged on with. You can see allow access here, it has allow permission here, it has the full control. So it means this user can do anything on this folder. They can modify it, they can delete it, they can view the content inside the folder, right? And then this one here is a group called administrator. So say this is a default group that is getting created on the Windows operating system. So if you go back to computer management again, we have groups here. I click on the groups and then we got this administrators, right? This is a default group, right? So if you create any users administrator group, that user will be added to this group. For example, if I go to properties, you see this is the user that I created. So this user is member of this group. So meaning if I deny the permission on this group, it means by default will deny the permission for this user because this user is inside of this group. So if I deny the permission for this group, so it means I'm saying whoever is in this group must not have an access to the folder if I'm denying the access, right? For example, I'm going to edit the permission for this group, right? And then I say edit, and then I click here, deny full control. So it means oh sorry, I selected the wrong one. This one, okay, cancel. Yes, the administrators, edit administrators, deny full control. Then I click apply. So here it says you are setting a deny permission entry. The deny entry take precedence over allow entry. So meaning if I have another group somewhere, and then in that group I have allowed that specific user, that is maybe the user exists in both groups, and then on the other group I've allowed access, and the other group I've denied the access. So by default the access will be denied because the deny take a priority over allow entry. That's what they say. So I'm going to say yes, right? So it means I'm denying the full access for all the administrators, whoever is in this group, this group of administrators. Then I say okay. So it means now whoever that's in that group administrators, they can't delete this, they can't rename it, they can't go inside. You see, I double click, it says you don't have you don't currently have permissions to access this folder, right? I say continue, it won't allow. So if I try to rename also, I can't even rename this. right? It says I need the administrator rights to rename it. I can't rename it, right? So I can't open it. I double click on it to open. I can't rename it. So you can do the same thing if you want to deny like specific user and access, because now you see if I go back there and I say properties and then I say security and I say you can see this one here. This is the user I've logged in with. You can see that the this user has full control, but because the user is inside of this group and that this group is not allowed to have an access, the user doesn't have an access anymore. It can access that folder, it can't do anything on that folder. But if I go back again and edit whatever I did on the administrators and I say don't deny anything, don't deny anything, don't deny anything, then I say apply, then I say okay, then I say okay, then I say open. It's opening. Can I rename it? Can I rename the folder? Okay. Can I say just P here? It is renaming. So yeah, thank you for watching. So this is how you actually manipulate the permissions on the folder, right? So if you like this video, please subscribe. If you'd like to learn on how to create the folder, please watch one of the videos that I've uploaded about subfolders and the folders, right? Thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.